That's getting it.
Yeah, I know what the thumbnail is now.
He's Bill. I'm Jeannie. We're two do-it-yourselfers who met on a sailboat in 1988. 3 houses and 4 boats later, we're refitting our 1998 Seahorse Oceaneer 55-foot steel trawler, Blue Sky. Welcome to our journey.
Okay, so we are wiring up this panel here. Got all of the infrastructure. We have the ArtNet device, power fuse box for this device, and then fuse box for the individual lights, and then the lights controls. And right now I'm working on one of the RGB cables, but we're only using 2 of the lines for the light that is going to go right over there. I'm going to strip the end of this cable off and confirm that I have the right wire, and then I will wire a light in.
Some of these wires we ran 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And they lost their
labels. Let's twist them together for the moment. All I'm doing is I shorted those wires together over there. So if it's the right one, it'll start buzzing like that when I touch these two. And that's not good. Okay, so how that light's being controlled is a mystery.
We gotta find the light.
Find the wire. So we found that light and we put proper labels on them. Yeah, it was mislabeled over here. But we need to get media starboard nook. And so I've gotten 2 of these wires wandering up like that. Take this guy, but he's gonna go all the way up to 2. Let's cut him here. I'm gonna put pin crimps on this guy. Twister wires. Need another fuse too, because I've used all of those guys. Pin crimps are now on. I'm gonna go in here. Open that guy, bring this in, bring those in. There we go. That should be channel 4 on the controller. Fuse. Where'd my fuses go? I lost my box of fuses. There they are. Right now I'm using a 4 amp fuse, which allows each light to pull 1.3 amps. Could go up to 9 amp fuses in this, but of course the whole thing doesn't have that much power. So this should be all ready. The light is hanging over there and is ready. Let's go do the computer later. There's Home Assistant, and I am going to go to the Studio Code server. Here's my configuration file. I'm going to copy channel 3 because it's just exactly what I want. Copy it there, paste it again. There's my channel 3. Okay, and it's now going to be channel 4, and it is Media Nook Light. Then of course you always go to Developer Tools, check configuration. It says it will not prevent it from starting. Always good. Restart. And you know, quick load may work, but I always just go ahead and do the full one and restart. Now it's connection lost, so it's restarting. So now we'll go back up and wait later. It usually takes a minute to 2 minutes for it to reset. The way I know it's reset and I can test it is Alexa will tell me that it's found something new. So we're going to sit here and wait till it says that it's found something.
I found Media Nook Light from the Home Assistant skill, and you can control it by saying, turn off Media Nook Light.
So now it knows about it. We go in here, do that, and if you notice, it's just reset, bring this up, and there's Media Nook Light. I can do that, and I can do that. And hey, look at that. It comes on, and it goes off, and it comes back on, and I can play with the dimmer. Here it is dimming, a little brighter. Do that. Yeah, so here I am playing with the dimmer. And of course, and the other thing is it'll remember if I want to keep it just at 50%. And it'll just go back and forth to that 50%. Okay, and that's how we add a light. And we've added a whole bunch in here. So I just need to plug them back in. Later. We're doing the last light in here. It was a little confusing. The original one was starboard mid equipment light, and equipment meant this little equipment closet right here. So when the stereo is sitting in here, this light will light up the back of the stereo so you can see where all the speaker wires go. And up in here are all those speaker wires and everything. So the speaker wires will come in, and that'll make it much easier for hooking up all of that stuff. So anyway, we're going to get that wired together. And then while we're doing that, we're also going to go ahead and run the wiring for the 2 side lights for the outside. I ordered those port and starboard entryway. Yeah,
okay.
so go ahead and get those in.
Yeah, because it's very tricky.
Yeah, it's very dark.
If it's windy and the boat's being pushed away from the finger pier,
yeah,
very tricky getting on the boat.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to have you run the direct lights, a little bitty light that'll light up that area. And then we'll go ahead and run the line for the decorative indirect lighting like we have up top already. But we'll go ahead and get the wire in place, get both of those wires in place. One we'll use right away, the other one will be, a little later.
Let's get to work.
Go ahead, go run them.
Later.
Yeah.
I have been tasked with running wire for this outside light, and I'm doing the starboard outside lights first. And it's gonna run through there, on the other side of that wall, and down to the box here in the media room. I'll let you know how that goes. I also ran wires from the port entry for direct and indirect lighting all the way to the control box. And then I also ran some wiring for room lighting in the foyer, lighting over the foyer bench, and then a fan for a wet locker. It's more room lighting and more room lighting there. And then I also ran some camera wires from the port entry up to the pilot house control box where the cameras are controlled, and then also a camera wire for the starboard side, and that goes all the way up to the pilot house control box for all the cameras. Take a peek at that. All of those wires come out there. The 2 I just did are in that nest of wires somewhere.
Okay, well, we just about got that box wired. I got 2 more wires right there, and then we will be able to close this box up. I'm gonna break for breakfast now. Oh, it's a disaster in this room from all the equipment necessary to do wiring. Ugh. Later. Okay, there is the media and foyer light control box. It is all ready to have its cover put on it. Need to program that, and of course we labeled it nice and neatly, so we now know what all the lights are it's controlling. It is controlling, or will control, 9 lights, 1 fan, 2 RGBs, and 2 RGBWs. 13 items. Fun, fun, fun. Later.
What is that thing?
This is the access point to the internet for down here. Yep. Okay. So now we can do that. Much for that part. Good. Okay, well, we started the exciting task of inventorying items. There's our inventory on the computer. And here's the first couple of items that we've inventoried, the bottle jack over there and some dye penetrant spray. We're eventually going to have that entire shelf, and it seems like it's taking forever to do, but it will make finding things much easier, but oh, it's painful. Later, we got the shelf 1 and these 2 items inventoried. Slowly getting stuff inventoried later. Well, one of the things that we've decided we need in here, in the bathroom, we're going to add a towel bar here. We're also going to try to build out a little towel bar here. Here's the pieces and parts of the new towel rod. We can put it like that, or we can put it like that. You want to sit on this, and I want to make sure it doesn't bang our head.
With the lid open?
Well, yeah, you're going to need to with the lid open. Okay, yeah, your head is actually right there, so you're nowhere close to that. I'm using the template, and I'm through bolting it. I got these marked and that marked, and so now I'm going to drill my holes, and I'm using number 10 screws. Later.
It's a 2-person bathroom. Well, we're both in here, right?
Uh-huh. I think I got that one on there. Okay.
One bracket on. Think you got it this time?
Yeah, so far it's staying flat and level. Oh, come on. This stupid Allen screw is the biggest nightmare. Okay. Oh, that's a comfortable backrest.
Yeah, no falling asleep in there.
Yeah, oop, boy, just that one just barely clears.
Yeah.
So if you're 6'2", oh well.
You're gonna have problems sleeping in the bed too.
Yeah.
That's getting...
Okay, after all the exciting fun putting that one in, which turned out to look pretty nice. These don't interfere with the paper roll over there. We're gonna do
That
this
we're
one.
gonna put in another.
Yeah, this one's a little different. We're gonna have a block over here
To push it out a little
for
bit.
to sit on so that we get more clearance here.
Okay.
We'll go put together 2 blocks, put some glue on them, and we can break for lunch. Here's the piece of wood we're going to use. We want a little 1/4 inch overhang so we can kind of bevel it and make it look nice. I'll cut about an 8-inch piece and then cut this off and then cut each one down to the 4 parts, and then we will glue them all together. And then after lunch, okay, here I am sitting at the table saw, laid up. Okay. Too far, Bill. Okay. Looks to be dead on 2 5/8 to me. There, y'all can look at it. You agree? Well, if you don't, I won't know about it. Yes, I know. That is not the way to do a crosscut, but it's going to give me a nice accurate cut on all 4 blocks. So I guess we'll put them together like that. Let's put the saw up real quick, and I'll put some glue and a clamp on that, guys. Somewhat of a clearing. Way more glue than I needed. Yeah, like I said, way more glue than I needed. And of course it does that as soon as I tighten it down. Okay, there's one of them. Okay, a little better. Okay, just one side this time. And we're just gonna go with that. Okay, well, I'll let the 2 blocks dry, which will take 30 minutes to an hour. 24 hours. Minimum clamp for 30 minutes. Do not stress joints for 24 hours. Okay.
These are the blocks that Bill made for extending the towel rack underneath the sink in the forward bathroom. And I'm going to sand and stain them.
We are slowly working this off. We're going to put a little towel holder underneath here, and this is hooked on there with poppets. Okay, yep, there are the poppets. On the back side, at least they all appear to stay on the board. Which is always a good thing. There's one block on. That should be my center point right there. Okay.
Bill's favorite tool.
Yeah.
It sure doesn't look like they're lined up.
Probably not.
Right, because the whole board's at an angle. Let's go. Pop it back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Well, that's good.
very nice.